Okay, try this again. Okay, not not a great start to this live. Clearly I did not plan that. Okay, I did not plan for my phone or the camera to just like fall to the ground in the beginning of this live stream, but you know, when in Rome. Well, not when in Rome. Something else. Okay, well, let's just try this again. Let's just try this again, please. Let's just try this again. Okay, three, two, one, action. Hello, welcome back to my live stream. Happy Sunday. So, for today, by the title of this live stream, so I have said that I'm going to be working with a circle canvas. A circle canvas. Yes, so this one's going to be a challenge. I have never really worked with a circle canvas before, so this is obviously going to be much different. Hold on, I want to see if I can adjust this real quick. Okay. Hi, Zyla. So yeah, so for today's, I'm working with a circle canvas. I don't know if anyone else has ever worked with a circle canvas before, but if you have, then please teach me how. But I want to see if I can fix the lighting. Is the lighting good? Should I like bring it down? Sorry, it's currently cloudy outside my window, because we have gotten rain throughout the entire day. So, yeah. So this live stream's lighting is gonna be like in and out. So, how are you? I am doing okay. I'm doing okay. Hold on. Yeah. This is the sound of someone who. Sorry. Apparently, this is the sound of someone who prepared their live stream when really I just threw it out on the wind. So, anyways, yeah. So if you were here during the beginning of my live stream, like if you go back a little bit, you will see that my camera, my phone basically like falls right to the ground. And pretty much I am just like because out of all the days my phone decides to fall onto the floor while I go live, it's today. It's today. But anyways, well, without further ado, let's get started. Hello. Hello there. Hi there. Hello there, Nina. Hello. Hello there, Britt. Hello there, Lizzie and the Nightmare funny friends. Okay. I fell in love with an emo girl. Okay. Well, alright. If you fell in love with an emo girl, congratulations. I bet you have wonderful children. But anyways. So, yeah. So, from today's live stream, basically, like as you can see, I'm going to be working with a circle canvas. And like I said, I have never used a circle canvas before. This is all new. This is all new. So, yeah. So it's very interesting. I think my only fear is that, like, while painting, it's gonna, like, roll. Like, that's what I assume. But I just hope it doesn't. So please pray for me so that it doesn't roll while I am live. Even though it's like leaned up against this easel that I have, like pretty okay. My worst fear is that it's gonna like fall off. But yeah, let's get into the painting. And okay, let's talk about the day. I hope your day is going well. I do hope your day is going well. No, no, you did. What? Fingers crossed. Hey, how you doing, bro? Hello there, Felix. How are you doing today? So, my day pretty much was as it has been for the past week. I had woken up for my job. I woke up for my job and then I went to my job, but this was going to be different because today was the day that my coworker finally came back to work after he was in the hospital for almost a full week. And it felt so surreal. Like, honestly, I was very happy they were back. And I was glad to see that they were doing okay. What do you draw mostly? I mostly draw like humanoids or anything to do with abstract art, if that makes sense. Or sometimes flowers. Because why not? Everyone should draw a flower once in a while. Yeah, so if you look at all my previous posts on here, all my previous posts, because I do post pictures of my artwork later after I'm live. So that way you can see like what I made and just like, comment and tell me what you think and, what would you call this piece. I had posted yesterday's artwork that I did and well, so far I think people like it, I guess. That's cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I can't I don't really know like what exactly is it that makes me draw. Well, here's the thing though. I've always been a little weird, or at least people say I was weird when I was a kid growing up. I will look into doing that. Yeah, abstract art. I will be honest. Abstract art, I never really like had known that I would like it for many reasons. One, I've never really heard of a thing called abstract art before, okay? I've never heard of it. And it wasn't until I had taken an art class while I was in high school because we had to take because I had to take a mandatory art class in order for me to graduate. So I took art class one, and we honestly, the class was okay, and I did enjoy like making art. Plus, it was my first period class. So pretty much like every morning when I would go to school, whenever I'd go to school, I would just make a beeline for my art class first as soon as like the bell rang, and then later, yeah, I'd go to my other classes too, but I don't know. And here's the thing though, I did enjoy my art class. I did enjoy my art class. Well, technically that first class. When I took another class, that one kind of did things. Yo, hi there. Welcome to my live. Okay, so here's what we got. This is what I got before I start coloring it in. Everything sucks. Aw. Chug, don't say that. Chug a glass of milk and I'll give you $30. What? Back up what? Chug, chug a glass of milk. You want me to chug a glass of milk? Why? God made you... Oh, God made me happy? Since when? God, since when does God ever make me happy? Well, I've definitely had days, I will say. I've definitely had days where I'm happy and other days I want to just go to bed all day. But you know, I don't really draw that much, but I love paintings. Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about my first time I ever saw abstract art. So it was back when I was in high school and I had taken this art class and we went on a field trip. We went on a field trip. And when I had when we went to an art museum, I don't know why, I just like fell in love with the art museum and it was just great. And I thought it couldn't get any better until I went across this one painting where like it was called I don't know, I don't remember what it was called, but basically the artist did was basically abstract art. And while everyone else was like going like giving this expression, like I was like, oh, I get it, because it seems to represent madness. That's literally what I said. When I fall for girls, either they reject me or I find out they have a boyfriend, so everything sucks. Like at this point, I am emotionless and don't even feel anything now. Oh my. Okay, listen here. Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. As someone who is here and single and has tried looking for love as best as they could. Um, you're not, sometimes when you fall in love, you tend to fall in love with people who you hope are the one, but then an immediate something happens that kind of just makes you go through emotions. Um, I think that you're just having like a small string of bad luck at the moment when it comes to love, which is okay because I am single and I have been, my love life basically is pretty much up and down. Meaning, like, I was with someone, then it ended, then I tried again, and that one ended. Honestly, it was just a lot of ups and downs, but I think if, like, because here's the thing though, even though I don't have love now, and I'm 25, and I'm still single, it's kind of a good thing, like, all those relationships, didn't really, like, go as far as I thought they would. Because, I mean, if they weren't going to work out, then, why fight for something that wasn't going to work out? You know what I mean? You know, just remember there's always plenty of fish in the sea. Um, and you just need to take your time, okay? I mean, hey, there are people out there who met true love when they were 50. 50. I came across this video of this woman, and she said she met true love at 50. At 50, okay? And she said she could never have been more happier. So, yeah, don't worry. People can go up until like the age of 50 when they meet their true love, okay? So don't worry, okay? You got this. Keep fighting. How'd you know it was true love? Well, from what she said in the interview, she basically said like she knew it was true love because, well, apparently, from what she said, I don't know, something involving how like she knew it was the right person, and obviously she had spent years trying to find true love, when really though, she decided to take some time for herself and just try to focus on herself. And then when she was ready to go, she went out, she met some people. She either felt like they either clicked or not, and she either stayed with that person for a few weeks and see what happens. And if it didn't happen for a few weeks, then she moved on and realized, this person may not be the one, but maybe the next will. And yeah, I mean, it literally took her until she was in her 50s to find true love. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Because you know what? True love doesn't always happen while you're young. Okay? So, don't worry, don't panic. You got this. How'd she. Wait, you are asking that. Yeah, instead, you should work out and fight. Workout, yes. Fight, no. Okay? No. Fight your demons, yes. Just living, dude. Yes, that is the perfect thing you can do. You can just live your life, okay? And then when you meet someone and they become the one, then you know that you feel like you have fully succeeded, or at least you feel like you succeeded in your own way of what love is. That's what I'm hoping for. To like be with someone who loves me for me and just be happy. That's all I can say. Okay, so here's what I got so far. Here's what I got so far. Oh, fight. Okay. My keyboard is dying. What? Why, Felix? Why is your keyboard dying? Actually, cool. Oh, thank you. Yes, so I'm gonna be going in with some red, and for the center, I'm thinking like maybe like a light green or so, but also I got some other colors that I want to work with. Um, I kind of actually want to do like two petals or one color, red, red on the outside, another color here, same color but here, and then the final color here, and the final two here. Um, I mean, I'm hoping it turns out okay. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but it's gonna turn out however I like it or not. Here we go. The the paintbrush that looks like a face brush or a makeup brush that I enjoy using. Not gonna lie, this is like pretty amazing to use. Because I feel like it just helps like blend a little more things more in. So, yeah. So here we go. We're going in on the red on this side, and then in just a few seconds, we're gonna go in with another red on this side. Because why not? Okay. And like I said in the beginning of this live stream, this is my first time. I love it. Oh, thank you. This is my first time actually using a circle canvas. I never really had used a canvas in this shape. I've worked with small canvases and large canvases, um, medium-sized canvases. I've even done artwork on like clothing and clay and all that. But this, I have never really worked with a circular canvas before. So yeah, it's a first. It's a first for me. It's a first for me. That's all I can say. And obviously, I think I do have like two, no, two, four, three others. Yeah, I have three others. So okay, okay. And let me just fix this spot right here. I do enjoy this, not gonna lie. I do enjoy using this type of brush just because I feel like it does help blend some colors in a little bit more well. But you know, that's just my opinion. You know, if you don't agree with me, then that's fine. Oh, this thing's trying to. Okay, so here's what I got now. Okay. So for my next color, I'm thinking either I'll do green or blue. Which one? Green or blue? I'm letting you decide. Blue? Okay, we're using blue. Oh, all right. Okay, well, here goes nothing. I think Mary wants blue. I know, Mary. That's why I'm getting ready to do some blue. Get ready. I think, you know what? If I had the color purple, I just realized something. If I had the color purple, if if I can find it, then maybe we can do like a whole red, blue, and purple type of thing. Like, what do you think about that? Yay! Okay then. Well, let's see. But first, we got to work with um, gotta work with the colors here. So here we are going in with the blue. Yeah. It's wow. It's a bit of a lighter color, I will say, but I think it's looking okay. Am not much of an artist. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You know, art is, art is art. You know, a lot of people aren't going to be like professional artists like Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci, but some people can do art and just be like, well, this is what I do, this is my version of art, and it doesn't have to be like painting or anything like that. Or why does this always end up being like such a dark blue? Like, why is there always like little bits of like black paint still like appearing somewhere that I didn't know was there before? Like, sheesh, give a guy a break. Okay. So now we're gonna go with the makeup. I call it the makeup brush. Which I think I'm gonna have to, yeah. Felix Chase. Green is good. Oh, don't worry. I'll do green for like a center. How about that? I'll do green as the center. There, see? It's all good. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Otherwise, I might actually be making purple more sooner than later. Okay. Here we go. Time to go in with the blue. Okay. It's going okay so far. This is how far we got it. You should make all the colors into a swirl and untie in the center. That could be ideal. It could be ideal. I'll definitely have to think about that. But for right now, I'm just working on the outsides and then just seeing like where it all goes after. Okay. Okay, so this is the first side that is blue. Okay, we got one side that is blue. Not bad. Okay, so this is what we got so far. I almost did this in red. Whoa, that was a close call. Okay. Oh, give me a break. For some reason I'm thinking it's like this center, or any center, because it's already starting to turn black now. One of the edges. Like, how swell it has to be. Sorry, I'm a little bit focused right now on just trying to make sure that it doesn't end up so... But you know what? It's gonna end up that way either way, so yeah. Okay. So I think you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let this set for about a minute. I'm just gonna let it set for a minute. Like if you made it into a swirl, you could rotate the circle and hypnotize. Well, this is what I got so far. Oh. Oh, I got blue on my fingers. Look at that. I got blue on my fingers. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. I'm just gonna position my camera right here real quick. Oh. Yep. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got red in the sky. What? Nah, my eyes. What? It's only 5. Only 5? It's currently 3:51 where I'm at. It's 3:51. Okay, well. Anyways, so while I let this set for a little bit before I start with the purple, I guess just tell me how your day was. Like, ask me a few questions if you want. While I also try to figure out which purple I want to use. Let's see. We have, oh wait, this is blue. We have, this is ultramarine. This is ultramarine, although that looks more blue. This one is, violet. This is violet. Why you didn't get the haircut? Because I work today. I work today. So my plan is basically to get a haircut sometime this week on my days off because originally I did plan to get a haircut last week, but because of my crazy work schedule that happened, that haircut appointment was more put on hold. It was put on hold for a minute. So, yeah. But with my work schedule for this week, because like I said in my last live stream, why do we even work? To earn money. That's pretty much it. Because let's face it, you can't get anything without money. Okay? You can't get anything without money. You need money to pay your bills, to pay for your lights, to pay for your electricity, to pay for your water, to pay for the yeah. What is your job? You didn't tell us. I'm a cook. I work as a chef. I'm a cook. So basically, normally I would be working Saturday, Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And last week I had worked a full week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And when I tell you I was exhausted, I was exhausted. Okay? There wasn't one day or one morning I wasn't waking up that week that was around 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was just so tired that I couldn't really like fully fall asleep until like 10 o'clock or like almost 11 o'clock at night, which wouldn't be a problem if I didn't have to wake up so early in the morning for my job. And normally I'd have, if it's like the night before, I'd have to wake up around 4 a.m. for work. But, yeah, I spent that entire week, like, just waking up at 4 a.m. The only time I ever had something like similar happen to me like this, I think I explained it in a live stream. It was either last year, I think, maybe last year, I think, in one of my live streams, where I had said that my coworker had ended up sick, and then I basically worked 6 days that week and only had Friday off. And that Friday, I decided to take advantage of that day and go and get a haircut and be like, I'm done. But yeah. However, though, this week, because I had worked a full week, my manager has decided to say that it's giving me 5 days off. So after these 5 days, though, basically, I'm gonna be going back on my regular work schedule, meaning that after this whole craziness of my coworker getting sick, um, yeah, I will I will officially, hopefully, go back on a normal work schedule. The only thing though that worries me is just the fact that like he's just freshly come out from being sick, and I just hope and pray that he makes it through this week. Even though I wanted to like say something like say that like, I want to work Monday and Tuesday this week, and I was told no, which I think to a sane person that would be like, yay, but to someone tell like me, it'd be like Is he a good person? Yes, he is. He's a good person. My coworker is a good person. He's just a little stubborn. He's got a good 25 years on me. He's got a good 25 years on me. So specifically, well, no, 24, I think, 24. Um, let's just say he's a much older cook. He's a much older chef, okay? And he's been working in the kitchen and been in the workforce way longer than I have. That is all I can say. But you know what? He's a good person, and that's all I can say. Does he cook better than you? Absolutely. Yes, he does. He obviously cooks better than me. I do cook, and once in a while, I do like to get creative in the kitchen myself when I cook. Like, I try to find recipes or like just make something up on my own. Like just a few weeks ago, like last week, I had made these cinnamon waffles. Cinnamon waffles. And at first I thought, okay, to me they taste okay. But then I decided to go around and ask my coworker what they had thought, and they said, tastes good. And I was like, thank you. And God bless. God bless us all. But yeah. Where do you get training for cooking? So, I didn't really go to school or anything like that. I know, shocker. Shocker, I didn't. However, though, I did take a training course. I took a training course, if that makes sense. Because in order for me to actually work in a kitchen, I had to take a training course. So basically, the course was about a month or two. In total, I think they said it was about like a six, seventh, 8 week course. It was either a 6, 7, or 8 weeks course. And basically during that time, I would still be employed as a cook. Um, but yeah, but I'd have to like find a way to pass all my classes. 6, 7 mentioned. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, the courses took me a few days to take. Basically, what that means is there would be every 2 weeks I would have to sit down, take a class, and basically just sit through a class and just be like, and then I'd have to find a way to get a passing grade. Yes, when I was taking the courses, they did grade us, okay? And a few times I always thought that I was gonna fail, but then lucky for me though, I had passed, not with like 100% across the wall, but with like B averages. And I think one was like an A average. I don't know. I don't remember because I took those classes in like 2024, not classes, courses in 2024, and now I am here. And well, there you go. I didn't have to take any more courses. I'm now happy. And I'm very happy about that. Um, yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? I have a friend, his name is Eric too. Wow. Well, way to go to older Erics. I actually once knew an Eric, not a friend of mine, but he was an old friend of one of my siblings. They were good friends, but then that Eric had moved away, and then, well, that's all really all I can say. But yeah, so so I once knew an Eric, and that was about it. We play Minecraft. How much do you make? So in the beginning, I made about like like $10 an hour, I think. I started off at like $10 an hour. Um, wasn't much, but at least that was like a starting because before I was working seasonal jobs and really though I was trying to find more of a year-round job and well, it just so happens I had I was lucky enough to find that job there and well, thank God it did. And I don't really know like how often I say this, but there were some people who were trying to help me find a job, but obviously their ideas didn't really work in my favor because every time I tried to apply for a job, I would get rejected on the spot. So I decided to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it myself, like I was doing. Like when I got the seasonal jobs, I looked those up and got them myself, okay? I did not have any help. I did not have any family, friends, or anyone like that. I found that job all by myself and decided to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab the bull by the horns and just do what I gotta do. And well, here I am. And all I can say is, what do your folks do? Um, uh, ooh. Honestly, I don't know. That question is more of a question to me than it is to you. Um, I mean, they have jobs, so. How old are you? I'm 24, but I'm gonna be 25 in May. So, yeah. I'm gonna be 25 years old in May, which I can't believe I'm turning 25 this year. Um, and it's really though, I know for a lot of people it's like, wow, you're turning 25, congratulations, you're reaching your quarter life of your year. But actually uh it's more deep than that because here's the thing though. A long time ago, about 3 years ago, I had some people that I knew who sadly passed away in 2023 who were around the ages of 23 and 22. And at the time, I was 22. Um, and it's very hard because when they passed away that year, I realized that next year I was going to be the same age as they were when they sadly passed on. And then later, as I got older in the next year, I realized I had passed the age that they could have been the next following year, if that makes sense. And it just was not, yeah. It was just something that I never really thought of, like happening to people that I knew who had sadly passed away at such very young ages that I pray that nobody else ever experiences this type of feeling. But and I know it's hard to, you know, to stop something like that, but it's just a lot to deal with, especially when you have known that person for when you were very young, when you were a child, really. So, yeah. But I just try to keep going because I know like they would not want any of us to slow down just because of a lot of stuff that had taken place. And I just hope that they are looking up from heaven and they know that, we're making them proud. That's all I can say. Why slow down? Where are we going? No, meaning like, don't over pressure yourself or something like that. Like, that's what I think they're trying to say, like, don't pressure yourself too much, especially at the age you are. I think that should be good. Okay, that should be good. Okay. It's not like we're actually going somewhere by going slow. It's more like try not to rush through things, if that makes sense. Okay. So here's what we got now. Here's what I got now. Sorry, I had to cover my blinds for a sec. But here's what we got. Just be safe and take care of yourself. Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Zyla. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the center as green, like I had said, and pretty much just be like, that is it. Um, yeah. But overall, I don't know why this type of vibe is like, for some reason, like making me think like it's very beachy or something like that. I don't know. Meaning like the colors kind of like remind me of like a volleyball or something, or like a ball. So, yeah. But anyways, here we go. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't believe I'm turning 25 this year. I really can't believe so. Um, I do hope that I can do as much as I can and just try to keep going and not give up. That's all I can say. I don't want to give up. I don't want to do anything like that. I just want to keep going. So, yeah. But almost. Hold on, I'm almost done with this green, and then I thought you were 19. 19? Why do people think I'm 19? Why do people think I'm younger? I'm not that young. I'm 24 going on 25. So, there you go. I wish I was 19. But then again, when I was 19, that was when we had the 2020 pandemic and we were in lockdown. So, yeah. Um, 19, definitely last year being a teen, that's all I can say, was met with a lot of my own ups and downs and insecurities about my body and a lot of that and all that jazz. That's all I can say. So, okay. Why won't this be green like where I want it to be green? It's just not greening. Green! Come on now. Green, green, green for me. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to like make this green, and it's slowly starting to infuriate me a little. Maybe if I like try to make it like a darker green, but that's more said than done. Because it's also exposing a little bit of like the you know what? I think that looks okay. But here, I'll show you. Ready? What do you think? I give you, I don't know what this is, but yeah, you can comment down below and tell me what you think. Yeah, you can comment down below. This one is my favorite. Oh, really? You want to know what's interesting? Look at the back. Oh, can you even look at the back? Sorry. I'm looking at the back because I'm seeing the back of like the reflection of it all. And yeah. So here's what it looks like. Yeah, and don't worry. This will be posted later today. So if you want to, you can go and check it out. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Can I buy it? Maybe. If I know how to sell artwork. I do, I just don't know how to get the money. Okay. So, yeah, so that is, hold on. I think there's like a little bit of red that I just need to add here real quick. So that's another thing about art, people. Once in a while, you assume you got everything, but then once in a while, you'll go back and like check on a few spots you see are not. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. I think I don't really need to like fix it more or anything else. But do you know who? No, I don't. But anyways, so yeah, so here's today's painting. Like I said, I will be posting this later today, so you can see it and comment down below and tell me what you think and what you would have done differently. Let's see, what else? Okay, so right before I get off this live, I do have some short videos that I'm gonna be posting this week. So turn on your notifications for that. I will be live again. I will be live again starting Saturday around 3 p.m. Eastern time. I do try to go live around 3 o'clock, but then, I get distracted in the day, and it's just, yeah, I easily get distracted. But, okay. So, yeah. Make sure, if you enjoy this live stream, please make sure to hit the like button wherever that is. And also, if you are a new subscriber here, please subscribe. And then, let's see, what else? Can you please go live tomorrow? I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm going to be a little busy tomorrow, but maybe at some point I'll try to go live this week, okay? I'll try. Okay, I'll try. Let's see, what else? Okay, so yeah, so I got short videos ready, and I'll be busy tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to go live tomorrow. I'm very sorry, but yeah. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so hopefully, if I'm not live throughout Monday through Friday, then I'll be live as usual on Saturdays, but yeah, let's see. Yep, let's see. Let's see, what else? Yeah, if you're a new subscriber here, don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you like this live stream, please hit the like button. And okay, time to do shout out. Shout out to Merry Christmas for being my #1 watcher. It says here you're #1. It says here you're #1, okay? You're #1. So shout out to Merry Christmas, and shout out to Felix Jace, and shout out to Zyla Caracillo. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I am very sorry. So Merry Christmas. They are #1. They are #1. #2 is Zyla. And #3 is Felix Jace. And thank you for joining my live stream, you three. And yeah, like I said, I'll try to go live at some point this week, but let's see. Definitely not tomorrow though, because I will be busy tomorrow, okay? But hopefully I'll try to be live some of the point. But anyways, thank you all again for joining my live. I hope you have a good day and or night. And as always, take care and stay safe. And I'll see you next time, okay? Mwah. Bye.